Hey guys, so before I get into this video, first thing that I want to do is announce my winner to my lashes giveaway. So I'm going to be putting your name right here. So congratulations to you, and make sure that you inbox me with your address so I can have them on their way. Okay guys, now into the video. I am so excited to come out with this video for you guys because I've been testing something out for the past month that I have been dying to tell you guys about. Okay, now if you have been subscribed to me since this summer, you guys have seen a review that I came out with on this foundation right here. And this is the Revlon Colorstay Whipped Cream Makeup. And basically I raved about how amazing this foundation was. The coverage, the finish, the lasting power, the amazing airbrushed glow that it gave me. And then it broke me out bad. And I'm not talking about a couple of pimples here and there. It broke me out really, really bad. So in an update video, I actually ended up telling you guys how bad it broke me out and that I stopped using it. But I was really sad for a while because I never really found a drugstore foundation that I loved as much as this one. I'm actually gonna link down below that original review so you guys can see why I loved it so much. I just can't say enough about the finish that it gives me. It just really looks like airbrushed makeup. So I was so sad that I had to give it up. I really didn't want to give it up, so I was like, what can I do to adjust this foundation to make it so that I can still use it? So I thought about it and I thought about it and I thought about it, and I decided to get creative and do a little test, and it worked out, so I'm going to tell you guys all about it. Now basically what I do now is I mix this foundation with moisturizer. The reason that I think that this breaks me out, or that it used to break me out so bad, is because it's really, really heavy, and yes, that adds to the amazing coverage that it gives, but even when I mix it with foundation, it doesn't have that heavy feeling, but it still gives me that amazing full coverage. Which at first I was like, no, that's not gonna work because it's gonna kind of make it into a tinted moisturizer or a BB cream. It's gonna be really sheer, it's not gonna cover anything. But that actually was not the case at all. So the way that I mix this foundation now not only gives me that same coverage, it still lasts all day long, gives me that beautiful glowy finish, and best thing ever, it does not break me out anymore. So I have been testing this out for a full month because I wanted to make sure that it wasn't just a good skin week or whatever. I wanted to make sure that the results were going to be permanent and not break me out at all. And I had success. So I want to share with you guys exactly how I do this. So I'm going to jump into the demo. So enjoy, and I'll see you guys in a few. Okay, so I want to show you guys exactly how I do this, and first off, I know no makeup at all, and you guys can see that my skin by no means is perfect, which is actually a good thing for this video because you'll be able to see exactly how this foundation performs and what it's able to cover and everything. So you could see I have this huge zit right over here, as well as some acne scarring on my cheeks. Okay, so the first thing that I do in the morning after I wash my face is apply my moisturizer. So the moisturizer that I use is this jojoba moisturizer by acne.org. This is what it looks like. And after that, I apply my eye cream, and I usually use my Lancome Progress. This is what it looks like. So usually I like that to completely soak in my skin, so I leave it for around 5 minutes before I move on to my next step. So once those 5 minutes have passed, I'll usually conceal my under eye circles before I do my foundation. I don't really know why, I've kind of always done it that way, but anyway, I use the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. It looks like this, and this is in the shade Fair. And I only use this under my eyes because I don't really need a concealer anywhere else with my foundation. So I'm just going to, this has like a little sponge on the tip of it, and I just put it on the inner corner of my eyes and right underneath them. And then I'm just going to use my finger to blend it out. Okay, and now I'm ready to start the foundation. So what I'm going to do is open up the jar, and in case I didn't mention this, I'm in the shade 320 Warm Golden. So what I'm going to do is open up the jar, and I'm going to use the cap right here kind of like a mixing plate. So what I'm going to do is take the same moisturizer that I put all over my face in the morning, and I'm going to put one pump into the cap. Alright, so just about that much. And then I'm going to use a little concealer brush like this to dip into the jar. I know a lot of people use their fingers. I don't really like doing that, so what I'm going to do is use this little brush, and I'm going to go right into the jar and scoop an equal amount of foundation as I put of the moisturizer in that cap. Sometimes I use a little bit less foundation, but today I'm going to do an equal 50-50 amount. Okay, so you can see I just placed it in there just like that. And what I'm going to do is just use this kind of like a little mixing tool. I'm going to mix it up really well until it's completely combined. Okay, so once it's combined, it should look gross. It will look something like that. Then using that same concealer brush, what I'm going to do is just apply it onto my face in little stripe motions. So I usually do about 3 stripes on my cheeks, 1 on my chin, a little on the nose and on the forehead. So I have the majority of it on my face, but I have a little bit left in the pan. And then since I want the best coverage that I can get, I'm gonna use a flat top kabuki brush. This one is the F80 by Sigma. I always put the links down below to the brushes that I use, so if you wanna check out this brush, I will have the link down below. So usually I just pounce it all over, and then after that I'm gonna go in and buff everything in. Alright, so that's their one thin layer of the foundation, and you can see that it really covered up all that scarring, and that huge pimple that I have right there is about 98% covered up. So usually I overmix a little bit more than I really need. So what I like to do is just then go in, take whatever's left over in the cap, put it on my brush, and I will just put it on spots that I need a little bit of extra coverage. So I'm gonna put it on that pimple and then a little bit on my cheeks. And then exactly like we did before, I'm just gonna go in, I'm just going to press it into the skin first. And then very gently just buff it in. Tea break. And when using this foundation, I definitely don't need to set it, but I still like to because it gives a little bit of added coverage, and I just always put powder over my liquid or cream foundation. It's kind of like a habit. I'm gonna be using my Advanced Minerals powder and another flat top brush. This one is from e.l.f. And I'm just going to dab this on everywhere just to make sure that everything stays in place and also give a little bit of extra coverage. And I'm definitely using the tiniest amount ever. And of course, always set right underneath your eyes where we put that concealer. Alright guys, and that there is the finished foundation. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup, and I will be right back. If you guys want to see another get ready with me video where I show you my everyday makeup routine, just let me know by liking this video and commenting, letting me know down below. Okay, so I'm gonna go finish up real quick and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I am back and here's the finished look. So those of you that were having a similar problem, try this out with your Revlon Colorstay Whipped, or maybe try it out with the regular Colorstay formula, or really any foundation that has broken you out in the past. And I hope that it works as good for you guys as it has for me. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all very soon. Mwah. Bye!